What is up, YouTube? Today's video, we're going to be going into 245 odd. Yes, I know, it's nothing new. Everybody runs 245 odd. But do you know how to shoot inside zone? But you can't shoot inside zone. First, let's go ahead and talk about the Blitz, pinch 2, nickel 245 odd, Chicago Bears defensive playbook. I might be running Chicago on offense and on defense. That's crazy. We're going to go ahead and get into gun bunch and just talk about some really simple adjustments you need to make for this blitz to work. So baseline press is the setup, and then what I like to do to get guaranteed pressure is hop over to Simmons or hop onto Collins and blitz my user and engage with the offensive line. Now this is, I believe, a 6-on-5 blocking right now, so we obviously should get somebody to come in free, and we're gonna get that slot corner, and that's a guaranteed blitz every single time. Now I don't know what kind of ability it is, but essentially the ability on Russell Wilson is if it's a DB that's gonna tackle him, he generally breaks the first tackle. So again, baseline press, and then you can also add on to this by QB containing. This is disgusting, and let me just add on to why this is nasty. So delay fader tight end, most people are gonna double team the contain, right? The problem is if you double team a contain, this is similar to last year with the nickel 335 wide. If you have a guy outside of contain that's blitzing, it's essentially how a contain should actually work, and it keeps it to where they have to stay inside the pocket. So I'm gonna go ahead and just snap this ball, engage. So if you see, if they try and double team that defensive end, we've got a guy coming off the edge clean, and they cannot escape that pressure at all. If they try to roll out to the left, the guy on the actual contain assignment, or the slot corner even, is going to shed and chase down the QB. They try to roll out to the right. Let's just go ahead and you can't even double team that guy. You can't even double team. If they try and roll out to the left, I'll show you guys what happens. We're going to purposely roll out to the left. You see, we get hawked down. There's no way to escape. We try and roll out to the right by using that double team method on the delay fade, right? Even if you block your tight end, same thing. Delay faded tight end. You double team, that guy's coming in clean. You can't escape. You can't. If you try and roll out to the right, you're getting screamed off the edge every single time, and especially if you blitz your user. A really good way to be able to contain a mobile QB like Vince Young. Lord help us all. We all faced him at one too many times. And you know how powerful escape artist is, but this is a good way to contain it. Again, it's just a simple baseline press if you want to bring the blitz and then blitz your user. They block their running back or they go max protect. We're going to get into it. If they max protect, you're going to blitz everybody, all right? This is not a guaranteed blitz. You can go ahead and QB contain again if you're thinking they're going to roll out like most people do. QB contain, because then again, this guy on the edge gets a free shot at the QB because they can only double team this defensive end, thus making a rollout completely ineffective. So snap the ball. This blitz is going to get picked up, but you see they try and roll out to the right. They cannot do so. It's impossible. There's no chance for them to be able to roll out, especially if you have a fast outside linebacker. We're talking at least 87 speed. Now let's talk about inside zone. What we need to be doing is using the opposite side linebacker from where the running back is. So if the running back is on the right side, we're going to use this middle linebacker. Of course, put a safety in there. Do that. Then what you're going to do is you're going to stand outside of the hip, the right hip of the defensive end. In this case, I believe, I don't know, actually know who that is, to be honest, no clue. But you're going to stand to the outside hip of him, and you're going to just simply come shooting straight down and hit stick. If they want to go PA boot over, let's talk about zone drops real fast. Zone drops flat set to 30, curl flat set to 5, because a lot of the most popular way I've seen, I don't know who made this, is to zig your slot receiver and either streak your tight end or delay fade. Most people are going to run a delay fade. Using the same exact ideology as we were using for gun bunch in the contain, we're going to go ahead and contain, because the delay fade, what's so good about it is they can double team a contain and roll out. Problem is, as you guys, if you noticed this earlier, is if they try to roll out against this particular play, I'm going to try my best right here. If they try and roll out against this particular play, wow, that almost never. Wow, this game is good. If they try and roll out, they're going to be rolling out into a actual contain, right? So again, baseline press, QB contain. You can send your user on a blitz as well. And if this guy is on an actual contain, move him outside. Okay, we don't want him being in the contain assignment, otherwise it becomes a little bit easier to pick up. Of course, in practice mode, it's not going to show up, but you see a difference. Defensive end shifts over from no contain to a contain. That's what we need to know. Chandler Jones is not on a contain assignment. So, delay fade. Y'all know how this is ran. This should be nothing new. Delay fade, zig route. I don't know why my icons aren't showing up, but that's why, because we're not even PA boot over. Delay fade, zig route. And then double team the contain. Snap the ball. Try and roll out, right? Now, that time, practice mode is just, it's hoeing us right now. That time, the guy that was on a contain assignment just got pancaked by the tight end. This game is so good. But for adjustments, this is what we're going to go ahead and do. For this particular for this particular play, I'm going to have a curl flat and Mabel on that side. And then you can take Alfred, you can drop him into a quarter, you can drop him into a man assignment, you can leave him this soft squat, whatever. If they have a tight end with tight end apprentice or Dan Marino with hot route master, some people are going to start putting the tight ends on a corner out or post route, start lasering you on that side as well. So what we're also going to go ahead and do is we're going to take Collins and you're going to put him into curl flat as well. Essentially just, again, utilizing the double Mabel with our flat set to 30 and our curl flat set to 5. You don't necessarily need Collins in the curl flat. You can actually go ahead and if they are running a delay fade, man him up. That takes care of the delay fade. In next gen, current gen, you guys are getting screwed. It still beats man coverage because Madden 22 on old gen, it's basically Madden 21.1. That's really all it is. Move this guy out so he's no longer on a contain assignment and go ahead and roll it like this. So, delay fade, zig route. So again, remember that we have our curl flat set to 5. The curl flat should never be on the deep assignment. They should always be short anyways. Snap the ball. Try and roll out right there. Just because we don't have the defensive end, the speed that we need, you're going to be able to roll out against that. But if you have a speedy defensive end or an outside linebacker, you're not going to be able to roll out nearly as quick. So for this, fast D-line, fast front 7, honestly, to be able to hawk down the QB. But if they try and delay fade you, the man assignment's going to stick on him like glue. Curl flat set to 5 is going to play the zig route. You as a user, all you got to guard is a deep crosser and potentially a deep post route. Obviously, there's more adjustments that we can make behind this, but that's the basics of it. The last thing I want to talk about is if you're worried about this deep post route coming from the outside receiver, the number 1 receiver, okay? Real quick, something I learned from Zan. 1, 2, 3. Whoops, 3. This is number 3, okay? 2, 1. Start from the outside to the inside, you count 1, 2, 3. Number 1 receiver is going to be on a deep post route, so of course you're going to want to worry about that by putting a third out there and then a deep half on that side of the field because this does be a stock cover 3. Again, PA boot over zig with our curl flat set to 5. Per slot corner on a curl flat. You can go ahead, come on, curl flat. You can go ahead and put this guy on an outside quarter. With zone drops though, he will not match, so do keep that in mind. And run it similar to something like this. If you're going to run it like this, then what you need to worry about is any potential flats to the right side, especially that shallow crosser from the slot receiver. He's going to get underneath, obviously, against the 30-yard zone drop of the flats. So this is the way I like to go ahead and stop PA boot over, or at least slow it down. You can also move Thompson a little bit closer into the box so he plays this deep post route a little bit better. Again, deep zones are so weird this year, you don't actually know what they're ever going to play. And then just simply keep it contained, make sure this guy is outside because everybody in bunch tight end is going to roll out to the right. That's just how everybody does it. Nobody rolls out to the left because there's no reason to do so. So we're going to blitz our user. Engage, and we're again okay. Well, right here, I'm trying to get out the block. We're trying to get out the block, but if you pass commit, generally it helps with that a little bit better. But that's going to be the best way you're going to go ahead and bag PA boot over. Again, with inside zone, if you think they're going to run it, you need to be on the opposite side of the running back and stand right here, baseline press. Let's go ahead and run this inside zone. You're going to stand right here, and you're just going to come shooting straight down. And obviously, you want to hit stick them in the backfield unless it's... If they bring out Eric Dickerson again... Oh, boy.
May God have mercy on your soul!
So that's the best way to stop PA boot over. It's a great way to be able to stop those QB rollouts. Vince Young's, the escape artist, blind people that can't make a throw to save their life. Oh. If you have escape artist, and if you can't make a read Madden 22, heaven help you. Wow, that's a mouthful. Anyways, subscribe if you guys are new to the channel, and we will catch you guys in the next one. I think I'm going to be playing Chicago on offense, Chicago on defense. Chicago. Chicago theme team. We're going to look into that. Chicago theme team might be the move for what I'm doing. Yeah.
Goodbye.